Imagine going from earning $9 a month to $100,000 a year in a matter of few years. Sounds hard, right? But what if I told you this person attended a small government school, learned English only in 6th grade, and yet ended up working with clients from many English-speaking countries like US, UK, Canada, Australia, and beyond. This is a story of a boy who never attended any coding bootcamp, never took extra coding classes, never solved a single LeetCode problem, and had no computer or laptop to practice when he was studying. And yet he cracked many national and international exams and landed job at world-class companies. Would you believe that? This is a story of Rajeev, Bera, and it's my story. And here I am sharing my story just to show you what I have learned and hoping it will help you to achieve your dreams with hard work and dedication. In this video, I will share how I made this incredible journey starting from $9 to over $100,000 a year. My goal is to inspire you. If I can achieve this, you can too. In this coding journey, I will share 5 important chapters, and the chapter number 3 is my favorite one that transformed my life. So let's start with my coding journey. Let me start with the first chapter, education. I attended a state school in India, commonly known as a government school. At that time, these schools were incredibly affordable. Believe me or not, I was just paying 15 paisa per month. That means I was just paying approximately 2 rupees per year, which is much less than $1. Now you can imagine I don't have best of everything, but I never allowed anyone to steal my dreams. English was introduced as a second language in the 6th grade, so I learned the English alphabet a bit late. Despite this, with the resources available and my own resourcefulness, I was able to catch up, but I never made any complaint in my life till date about anything. Now you can imagine I born and raised in a middle class family in North India. My mother was a teacher and my father ran a small shop, and the overall income was not really great. On the top of everything, I was not a brilliant student. To be honest, I was a backbencher. However, I somehow managed to pass all my classes and graduated with BCA from one of the college. You might think I did BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, because I have a strong interest in computers. Let me be honest with you, no. That was not the case. I have no interest in BCA. I remember initially I chose a different stream, but one of my professors pushed me into BCA. You know why? Because at the same year, BCA was launched in the college. And they need at least 30 students to make a case to continue this BCA in their college. Additionally, I received a discount on the fee. So it was a money saving exercise for me. And that's the only motivation for me to join BCA. In simple words, I did not have much clarity, but I took admission just for single reason, to save some money while doing graduation. At that time, I have only one personal goal, to complete my graduation and try to find a job. And that was the only goal. To be honest, I was not really interested in studying. Additionally, at that time, I was hesitant to go to college on bicycle, especially when everyone else coming by bike or by car. And this is how I completed my BCA and passed my graduation. After completing the graduation, I need to focus on find a job. And this is my second chapter, job. Now I am fully into job hunting mode. Every Sunday, I buy a newspaper and look for the classified section, and marking the jobs that are closer to my house so I can visit there during the week. My job criteria was very specific. I was looking for a job within 5 miles of radius from my home. Why? Because I needed to travel by bicycle. As I mentioned earlier, I came from a very small town with very limited opportunities, and also I don't have much clarity. So I was applying all kinds of jobs like data entry operators, positions in computer hardware shops, jobs at small computer centers, and the list goes on. However, I did not have any real skill set, so finding a job was tough. After 2 months of struggle, I finally got a call from a very small computer center. I was supposed to teach C programming language to their students for just 1 hour a day, 3 days a week. And then I could sit around for the rest of the day. The salary was just $9 a month, and I accepted the job offer and I was on the sky. So every day I went to the computer center at 9 o'clock in the morning, sat there, tried to read C programming book, and probably this is the first time when I spent few hours in a stretch in front of a PC. I would then prepare the next chapter and deliver the lecture at 2 p.m., finishing by 3 p.m. and I repeat the same cycle for a good few months. And when you do something again and again, you become expert on that thing. But at the same time, if you sit free, you start overthinking. And I was going both of these stages there because I was supposed to teach 1 hour, prepare for 3 hours, and then sit free for 5 hours. And there's a popular saying, an empty mind is the devil's workshop. As I was free for most of the time, I started overthinking about my future because it was really hard for me to imagine a life on $9 per month. I was thinking about how life can be full of choices. I did not have a motorbike, just an old bicycle that would often stop because of its loose chain. To be honest, it's really easy for me to talk now about all these things, but it was really hard at that time. Now you can imagine PlayStations, motorbike, cars, and family holidays are just fancy words for me. I felt like I was missing something important, something critical. I could not see what truly matters. And then something happened that completely changed my life. It was a turning point of my life. And this was exactly when I got my wake-up call. The turning point in my life. Turning points can create a mess or a miracle in your life. The turning point which I'm going to share create a miracle in my life. There was a small poster on the wall where I used to sit in the computer center. The words on the poster read, "Your life is full of choices and compromises." When you read something again and again, your mind starts thinking about it. It starts influencing your thoughts, and the same happens with me. I was thinking why my life is full of compromises, why I don't have a choices, why I don't have any choices. I was thinking about it, and after a few days, I found a guy from my hometown, whom I knew personally as he was one of my seniors, who landed a very good job in IT after completing his postgraduate studies. He was making very good money and he was moving with his family members to his new house very soon. Now that was the light bulb moment for me. I started thinking, if he can do it, why not me? And now I found the answer to that quote which I was reading from last few good months. Your life is full of choices and compromises, only if you accept responsibility and start taking action. I started reading C programming with all my heart and started teaching students with the best of my energy and plenty of examples. Throughout the rest of the year, I started doing the same with full of my energy, full of dedication, and things start becoming more clear to me. After taking a year off and teaching C programming to many students at a small computer center, I decided to go back to education. But not just any education, education with a purpose. After that, I did everything with a purpose. Even this YouTube channel, it has a purpose. To transform the lives of 1 million developers by ensuring they acquire coding, programming, and the right skills. I'm going to start something exciting very soon. And to know more about it, you can join the newsletter through the link in the description below. For now, let's jump to the next chapter of my coding journey, education with a purpose. I strongly believe there are at least 2 ways to approach a task. The first is the usual way that most people are doing. And the second is with a clear purpose. This time I have a purpose to continue my education because this time I have found the key. I have a purpose with clear directions, with clear goals. As I mentioned earlier, when I was doing my BCA, I was not really interested for 2 main reasons. First, I was not enjoying it. Second, I was hesitating to go to college by my old rusty bicycle, especially when everyone else comes by motorbike or car. And this time, I was not thinking about any of these things. I want to become truly proficient in programming. I was not going to college to get a degree, but to learn more. I'm treating this as a platform to grow my skills. And I found out one of the easiest way to grow your skill is by participating in coding challenges. Does not matter are they internal to college or external to college. You have to come out of your comfort zone if you truly want to achieve something great. Every year I participated in many coding challenges. The biggest learning experience for me came when I won a national level coding competition. I won a handsome cash prize which was above $100 at that time, a trophy and 3 days 2 nights stay. On that day I realized dedication is the key. Focus on solving problems and the money will follow as a byproduct. The more problem you solve, the more money will come to your way. And here is an important thing to share with you. If you are studying, study with a purpose. And if you are working, try to do your job with a purpose. Try to find out your inner motivation. Why you are doing what you are doing. What do you want to achieve? just a degree or just a paycheck? Trust me, these both are just a piece of paper. A degree is valuable if it aligns with your passion, with your goals. True success comes from applying what you learn and setting clear goals. Make it your goal to learn, grow, and develop your skills. Define your purpose and strive to achieve it with dedication and passion. With this, I will jump to the fifth and final chapter of my coding journey, job with a purpose. When your purpose is clear, every step you take in the journey becomes more clear and meaningful for you. The time came when the last semester of my MCA started, and everyone needed to go for training and hunt their dream jobs. I still remember that time very well. Many of my classmates were going for paid training. They were learning Android, some were learning Java, and some were .NET. But they were going for paid training. I can't afford it because of money. So I decided to hunt a real job in this training session. And at that time, I was not really aware about social media sites that can help me to find a job like LinkedIn. And to be honest, it was hard to use them without a smartphone or a computer. It is not about having the best way. It's about making the best use of the resources you have. So I started visiting small companies with my CV. I started dropping my CV. I remember I dropped my CV tens of different places. And finally, one call came through. I got selected for a job in a small company where I was supposed to work from 9 to 5. I was supposed to work on ASP and PHP with a monthly salary of $50 per month. I still remember at that time it was hard for me to say I don't know ASP or PHP. I just accept the job offer, and I have only experience in programming language, which is C. But again, this is the difference when you have a purpose. So what's the main difference between job and job with a purpose? Let me share. A job is just a way to earn a paycheck. You show up, do your tasks, and wait for the weekend or end of month. And when you have a purpose, you don't wait for the weekend. You don't wait for your paycheck, and Monday is not boring for you. You are more engaged, innovative, and see challenges as opportunities. So I was driven by two things. First, I want to contribute something valuable to the team. And second, I was motivated to learn more. So I worked there for 2 years, and in these 2 years, I never asked to increase my salary. I never asked to review my paycheck. Why? Because I have already learned this lesson. Focus on solving problems and the money will naturally follow you as a result. And here is a bonus chapter of my coding journey. There's a popular saying, success leaves footprint. And at this stage, I believe I know those. I'm going to share a pattern. It's basically a cycle and it's hidden in the word learning. Let's decode this. Earning is there just after L. Do learning and earning will follow. Again, do learning and earning will follow. And again, one more time. Do learning and earning will follow. I cracked something big in the journey. So what I did, I again invest some time in learning. Not only learning, learning with a purpose. And after that, I tried to search a job. Not job, job with a purpose. And when the purpose is strong, the results are incredible. By solving problems, opportunity will come to you by product. I cleared interview and selected in United Nations as a software developer with a salary of more than $50,000. Not only this, I worked with high-profile professionals from different parts of the world like US, UK, Canada, Australia, and many more, who comes to work in UN on deputation. And to be honest, it was incredible field. And again, my only focus was on solving problems, and money followed as a byproduct. I bought my first car, the first house, and everything. And I repeated the same cycle and crossed 100,000 already. But in this journey, I never stopped learning. Everything I have today is because of coding. And I strongly believe if I can do this, why not you? And now I'm on a journey to help 1 million developers to become proficient in coding. I believe anyone can be a professional programmer. It's a matter of choice. If you believe the same, feel free to join the community using the link in the description. Remember one thing, your future is not written yet. You have to write it. So write it beautifully.